Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Karina and today I wear an outfit that fits the topic. As you can see, here are some oranges. Why oranges? You will understand if you continue watching. Today we are going to Jeju Island in South Korea. Why am I showing this subtropical island now in winter is because I actually went there by end of October, beginning of November, so actually in very late autumn, and I want to show you guys if it's really worth it to visit this island still at this point. By the end of the video, I hope you can judge pretty well if it makes sense to visit it. And we have everything in this video. We have beautiful beaches, amazing food, also some natural wonders. So I'm really super excited to show you everything around. So let's jump right in and start our awesome island adventure. Let's go! Welcome to Jeju Island. The airport is in the north of the island, but we were heading to the south around the Seogwipo area where all the places will be that I will show you today. But first of all, let's check out this awesome beach. Our first stop is Seogwipo. This is the second biggest city on Jeju Island after the Jeju city. By the way, if you drive through the island by bus or by car, you will see many orange farms here. But let's check out the city first. I visited the Jaguri Park. It looked a little bit dried out already in October, but the view was really amazing with the palm trees and the blue sea and the island in the front. So it was really nice to visit this park and also enjoy the lava stone landscape. I also really love it how Koreans do not remove trees from their ways, but just integrate them in their paths. From the park, I walked further along the coastline and found this guy. He doesn't really look Korean, but more Chinese. And that has a reason. There is a legend that once a Chinese guy came to Jeju Island in the hope to find the elixir of life for his Chinese king. Basically, he was thinking, or maybe the king, they were thinking that the life herb or something like that was on the mountain Halasan on Jeju. So they came with around 3,000 people to the island to find this life elixir, but there is no clear answer if they really did it. Nonetheless, the guy left that message on the waterfall close by, which meant Sobol was here. I guess that was already a trend in that time too. You can visit the Jeongbang Waterfalls just by paying around 2,000 won, which is really very cheap, and take really amazing pictures there. There is even a small seafood restaurant market kind of thing that you can reach by this very stony stairs. Anyhow, you can enjoy some seafood here with the view to the sea and with the waterfall. I discovered that there was another waterfall close by, so I decided to continue my way through the coastline, where I suddenly found this castle of shell, which appeared to be a book cafe. And here is the small waterfall which was right next to it. You can enter it for free, so if you don't want to go to the Jeongbang one, you can just come here. The way back to the civilization is a bit wild though. Back in the city, you should not miss out to go out for shopping a little bit, especially to a souvenir shop. There is a whole street only with souvenir shops. Here you can find all nice and important things that represent Jeju, like tangerines and haenyu, the women divers, and the harubang, the dol harubang, the stone statues, which are very famous on the island, and many other things which have to do somehow with oranges, sea, and flowers, and many other things. Another great thing to visit at Seogwipo is the traditional market. There you can also find several souvenir shops, but also a lot of other things. Here you can see many stone statues as souvenirs and some other things with oranges. But of course you can also enjoy a lot of food here and many other things which are really fun, and spend a really fun night here. By the way, since we're talking about food, the most famous food on Jeju is the black pork barbecue. So you should really not miss out on this one. It's really tasty. This one was a halasan keranchim. Keranchim is something like an omelette. I wouldn't say that the meat tastes very differently from the normal pork, but it's definitely very nice to eat it with some specialties. For example, like this sauce, which you usually don't get easily on the mainland. We even found a restaurant where you could get a free ramen. You just have to cook it by yourself, but that doesn't matter, it was still very amazing. Anyhow, you can find black pork meal restaurants everywhere on Jeju. Next, let's check out some of the nicest nature spots on Jeju. For example, the Jungmun Saekdal Beach. In autumn it is pretty empty here, but if you come in summer, it will be really full with people who are swimming here and just enjoying their time, so be prepared. There are also many lava stones, which are very usual here on Jeju and are used for different purposes. So you can have some nice and unique pictures here. There is even a cliff with a cave on the beach. Unfortunately, you cannot go inside, as you can see. But you can still enjoy many other things like swimming, sunbathing. There are also changing rooms and I think also a shower, so that shouldn't be a problem. If you like going for long walks, you can take this one from the beach to the very famous cliff called Daepo Jusangjeolli. I think it took me like 30 to 40 minutes to walk there. Of course, you can just go by car, but it was really nice to discover a stone park and have a very beautiful view to the mountain Halasan in the middle of the island. And there is also this very nice palm tree park. Don't be surprised if there are very many people. The place is really very famous and you have to pay a small fee to get inside. But once you are in, you can see this amazing volcanic cliff. Another great spot in this area to visit is the Yeomiji Botanical Garden. Here they have several different rooms, like this flower garden, although I think it was not really season for them anymore, and a water garden, as well as a cactus garden. But the most interesting for me as a European was the tropical fruit garden, where I could see some bananas growing on the trees and even a star fruit. There is also this amazing tower in the middle where you can go completely up and have a really very nice view over the whole area. You can also look from the top inside the building, and there is also a small library where kids can read some books or draw something or do some other stuff. But they also have different style of gardens outside, like this French garden or this Italian garden. Let's also not forget about the Korean one, and of course a Japanese one with a stone garden. But there are also many other gardens which are showing, for example, the origin plants from Jeju Island. I also discovered this amazing cafe which was called The Cliff on the top of a hill in a resort area. You can watch here really very beautiful sunsets. One thing I can recommend you is really to drive along the coast, because then you can really see some wild nature, which is very beautiful and unique to this island. If you want to have another spot for swimming, this is it. This is Pyoseon Haevich Beach. The waters here are actually not very deep, but you still feel yourself like in a wild nature because of the surroundings, and even in the beginning of November I was still swimming there. So what about the oranges on Jeju Island? I found the citrus museum. Here you can do many things like sweets with oranges, but even a pizza with some oranges. And of course you can get to know many orange and tangerine trees from around the world here. You can see here really the whole diversity, from huge ones to very tiny ones. But this is not it yet. They even have a whole orange farm where you can harvest your own tangerines if you are really into it. So if you come early enough and it's season, and the season is, by the way, around October to I think February, you can harvest your own oranges. Although I have to say that I have also seen some in summer on the island. And that's a wrap for our Jeju adventure. I hope you enjoyed it and discovered many interesting places for your next trip to the island. There is really so much more to discover all around the island, which I couldn't show you because this was just a small part. If you want to know more information about the island, just write me in the comments and I will maybe make another video about it. I hope you enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye!